Looks like the teacher is short of books.
We need to make amends and about the end of this speech.
So you'll notice. I'll keep an eye out.
All donations gratefully accepted, sir.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
As a community and good day to you both. I trust you bring better news.
We helped where we could.
My father shall be pleased. Thank you. We put much faith in you, and every time you prove us right. Oh yes, perhaps you may help me with my speech. 'Tis almost written. Almost. I need an ending, a high note on which to finish. I was thinking of talking about you. Would you permit it?
People don't always trust Banishers. Perhaps speak of courage. The spark of fire in their souls.
This comes to you so easily. Were you always so eloquent?
Well, I've led men to war. And fearful men need words of courage.
Well put. I shall take it as inspiration as I return to my writing. With the added spice of your profound wisdom, I believe this speech will help restore the company to peace and temperance.
Here, the Trismegistus riddles. You can have it back. It was very helpful.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Aye, we found Grace.
I take it from your tone that she's safe. Such good news. I wonder, if I called on her, would she receive me?
I don't think so. Sorry, Nami.
Oh. Right.
Well, Lammy, in case we don't see you, may I bid you farewell.
So, this is it? You'll return to New Eden in the meeting house?
Soon, the nightmare that was once Deborah Comenius will be no more.
The time has come to lift the curse. Our journey nears its end.
Do you really think Mistress Comenius is involved in all this?
We don't think it. We know it. Why?
Well, I'm no banisher, but
I don't like the sound of this.
it's just I gave the ghost of Deborah Comenius her assent.
Ugh, why am I not surprised?
Tell us what happened. All of it. Quickly now.
I saw her ghost for the first time during the winter of 1693. She was crying, she looked quite lost. This was near where she died, where she was killed. Not long after that, I saw her again. Soon she was there every time I passed. She was in such despair, I had to do something.
You found some obscure ritual in another of your books, and you tried to give her her assent.
Not an assent as such, since I did not use your words of power, but I'm confident my confected ritual of expulsion was just as effective. A breach briefly opened as she vanished, and then she was gone. I never saw her again.
And when did the first signs of the curse appear?
Some months later. Oh, my. You mean... No! No! It can't be!
Oh, yes. You tried to help a vulnerable ghost and somehow started it all. For the very last time, Lamentation Haskell. No more experiments.
Oh, God. Farewell, young Haskell, and if I may offer some advice next time you have a bright idea, sit on it. I suspect Mistress Barrow may change her ways.
Learning can be a painful business. Strange. Spectral stains still envelop the house. Let's investigate. There are still writings on the wall. New ones from Thomas Hake.
Or what's left of him.
Standing by. I have another in sight. I should have known his spectre would linger.
Well, it's gone now.
Nous jouons tous un rôle, mais le tien, Banishers, est de loin le plus perfide.
To both of us, death was a remedy. But who shall judge you, Banisher, when judgment time has come?
My name were Rose, a flower. I became the pitiless thorn. But I did not make the world. It made me.
How do you rebuild a life after such horror? I wonder about the epidemic. Was it a local disease or something else? Watch out! Spectre position!
Got this on for size.
You'll get it next time!
Do we have enough Bibles for Hugh Bachelor? What do you think?
Don't ask me. One is already too many.
God has returned us to the light, and we have downed the golden calf and burned other less figurative heretical icons. Our false prophet governor hides from the light of God's fury. He can't hide forever.
Don't take this the wrong way, but what the hell are you talking about?
I know it now. We have burned it all. Our meeting house is gone, yet the curse remains. The governor is the source. I know it.
You're canny, Hugh Bachelor, I'll give you that. There's no fooling you.
The light of our Lord is with me.
It shines in his eyes while he talks through his behind.
Your Bibles, Mr. Bachelor.
I doubted you. Forgive me, neighbour. You are indeed a good Samaritan. They shall find a good home in the school at New Eden.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God be with you.
ghost wards. I cannot manifest.
Something's nearby.
Where is it? Much better. We're not alone.
Who there? Can I help you?
Doesn't she remind you of Goody Perkins?
Aye, old lady. She seemed fine.
We should look in on her. Did we miss? That Spectre's looking for a body. Ready and waiting. Corpses. We could manifest what hides here.
My voice commands you! Unveil!
will not have him!
What a name. I like it.
It's very unusual.
A fishing boat, eh?
Because that's more plausible than a galleon. Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Once I've bruised the heart, destroy the wisp within its roots.
Adventure? Sounds fun.
You're such a little boy sometimes. No roots. Just how I like it. This looks like the captain's cabin, frozen in time.
The ship's captain was married to Goody Perkins.
That must be why her ghost lingers here. They must have had a house. Can't be far, if it still stands. The years seem to have spared this place. How strange.
That boat reminds me of Obereen. I went there once. Sat on the quay with my mum and my sisters eating cod and watching the boats.
My father took me fishing. I too would watch the great ships come and go. I'd get restless. He'd give me the squid he'd grilled for his hand lines. I miss him.
house by the sea. Hepzibah's house.
A lonely place for an old woman alone.
No, no, it's not here. Where did I put that stupid key?
Good day.
What? Oh. Who are you? I don't know you, do I?
Didn't we meet her ghost?
Good day, ma'am. Red McCraith. We spoke, of late. I'm the Banisher.
Why, yes, I do remember. You're the kind young man, the doctor. Or was it the rat catcher? What can I do for you?
Noticed anything strange lately?
Nothing stranger than usual.
How about lurkers? Shadowy figures, perhaps, seen from the corner of your eye. The feeling that someone was watching you.
No. Why?
Well, here's the thing. I believe you may be haunted by a ghost.
A ghost? Don't be silly. I have rats, maybe. I'm sure I've heard them scrabbling. But they're just rats.
Change the subject. See if it helps.
Did I hear you were looking for a lost key? Would you like me to help you look?
Why, thank you, young man. That would be just fine.
Have you any family, Goody Perkins? A sister, perhaps?
I don't have any relatives left.
Did you have a twin sister?
My memory, sir, is lately like empty pages in the book. But I would surely remember a sister.
The memory is failing.
There's something you should know. In the wrecked hull of a sea vessel, I found your husband's log.
Husband? The very idea. I've known no husband. I'm sorry. The log cannot be right. It must belong to someone else. It must. Right? Yes, it must. I've known no husband, and I'll not hear otherwise.
Not so sure about that.
I'll bid you good day, ma'am.
You take care now, Richard.
Her memory seems muddled.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the haunting? Well, let's find out.
Who's that?
Yes, dust. Undisturbed.
She mustn't come up here anymore. I want this for my mantle.
You don't have a house.
If I had a house, I would want this for my mantle.
Nothing interesting here.
I'll use a sextant, but I'd prefer a well-drawn map.
It's really not that complicated.
Map. Every time.
I feel an echo.
Whale. I saw another like it on the ship.
We should check out the echo before we give her back the key. Not here.
Voices from the past, waiting to be heard.
Is all well? I heard a noise.
Worry not, madam. Not about the furniture, leastways.
That witch put a curse upon my poor husband's boat. He lies dead in the briny deep, and she walks free. I'll not bear it, and nor should you.
Your distress moves me, Mrs. Perkins. I'm very sorry for your loss. And I swear upon my honour as a servant of God, I shall not turn from the truth. You may trust me to deal with Deborah in the appropriate way. Attending that, please put the sickle down, for I fear you'll do one of us an injury.
Goody Perkins was very angry.
And she hated Deborah. Give her back the key and let's get out of here.
Goody Perkins, here's the key.
Key? What key?
The key you were looking for. That key. The key.
I don't know anything about a key. I don't want it. You keep it.
You had a husband. Have you forgotten?
Stop saying that. I've never married.
When he died, you blamed Deborah. One of the widows from your husband's crew wrote to you. What happened?
I know no Deborah. I have no husband. I know no Deborah, and you, sir, are bothering me. Please, leave.
We'll get no more from Goody Perkins. Maybe someone at the Harrows will know something.
Look, there. I do believe that's our ghost.
She's leading us somewhere. Let's follow her track.
I don't like ghosts that run away.
Come on then, keep up.
Ugh. I admit I'm surprised. Sweet old harmless Goody Perkins was an absolute hellion.
People change over time. But since her husband died at sea, why blame Deborah for it?
Perhaps she was in pain. Needed someone to blame for the loss of her husband.
Let's ask her ghost.
Back here again.
Maybe we missed something the first time.
Reinforcements!
another in sight.
Your funeral!
We need to look for somewhere to cross. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it. How does an old ship magically become newer? Try this on for size. You could kill a fair few whales with one of these.
You're not the type. We need to look for somewhere to cross.
Gone again.
Wait, she led us here. She must have had a reason. Should we take a glimpse at the past?
He me shaw mar húnjenish.
Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. For I have done this evil in thy sight. Hang me up before the Lord against the sun. That is, fierce anger be turned away. Deliver me from my blood guilt. Purge me, and I shall be clean.
Tell me you understand what is going on.
I would, but I don't. She killed herself out of guilt. But guilt about what? There she is.
I pray she stays there. No more running.
What strangeness is this? Can you really be Goody Perkins?
I can be Hepzibah Perkins, and I am. I know Mr. McWraith, but I don't know you.
I'm Antea Duarte.
I need your help. I do not wish to ask for it, but I must. I have prayed for help, but God has not sent his answer, because I do not deserve an answer. Unless the answer is you, then God mocks me. But at least he answers.
You're alive, yet dead. What do you want with your other self?
I must warn me, of the danger. The gates of heaven are closed to me, and the Lord is deaf to my complaint. I've committed the greatest of all sins. I denied the life he gave me. Damnation eternal awaits us both. I must save her from herself.
Your living self seems to have lost her memory. Any idea how?
She has lost her memory because she is haunted. Perhaps this is why God has sent me.
You remember, and she forgets. What happens if it starts to come back to her?
Then she will remember, and I will forget.
This is genuinely fascinating.
If she remembers, I have failed. I am the keeper of her memories, her pain, her faults, and her guilt. I protect her from the past to safeguard her future.
You don't protect her, though. You're killing her.
Then she dies without adding to her sins, and I am no longer needed.
Life can take you to the darkest places. I know this. I know how tempting a permanent solution to a temporary problem can seem. Yet some consider it the worst of sins. What brought you to it?
God knows, and I would prefer to keep it between he and I.
If you want us to help, we'll need to know.
I just need you to get away from her. Every time you ask her the question, it's one more chance for her to remember.
This is... How can you be alive and dead at the same time?
This is the Lord's punishment. This is his will. I remember the bone-chilling cold as I wandered in the endless darkness. Then, suddenly, his warm and dazzling light enveloped me and brought me back. Here, to where I'd lost my life. This is my penance. Damned to watch, helpless, as I sin against him. Again, and again, and again. But then, I thought perhaps not. Perhaps this is my chance for redemption. For absolution. For salvation.
We must go now.
Please, save her.
What now?
We go back to the old lady's house and check in on her. The spot has to be close.
case is beyond me. What about you?
Charles once told me about a time-traveling ghost. I didn't believe him. Kronos, god of time. This has something to do with the ship.
Well, obviously. Exactly what I was thinking.
The nightmare likes to play with time. No more nights and winter never ending. This may be some sophisticated punishment for Hepzibah. The spot has to be close. I think a way to pass could be near. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
I don't think she's home.
Reinforcements! Try this on!
Goody Perkins!
Look, the rock. There's an echo here. A strong memory clings to this place.
Come on! Won't someone do something? All right, I'll start then. Cowards you all! We welcomed you, and this is how you reward us. Confess now, woman! Confess the names of your accomplice witches, or be sent back to the rotten hell you worship!
Damn it.
Wish we hadn't seen that.
But we have seen it. Now we know. How bad is it?
She remembers, and soon shall I die.
You took part in the torture and murder of Deborah Comenius. You killed her.
I could not bear the grief of my husband's loss. It turned to anger. I sought a culprit. My rage was blind. I knew Deborah guilty, because I needed her to be guilty. I was not alone in it. I share the blame. But the guilt is all my own.
This mistake, how do we stop you, or her, from making it?
Talk to her. She remembers. The curse will be repeated. Her memory returns and she remembers the stone. She remembers the day. The day she killed. The day she killed Deborah. The memory of that sin, of her blood guilt, will drive her to another sin yet worse. I must be stopped.
We must go now.
Please, don't let her do it. Save me from the sin I'll soon commit.
Mrs. Perkins, are you all right?
I have a weight upon me. The stone. The stone. May God forgive me. What have I done? I remember now. I remember everything.
Aye, and I can tell you're upset. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, there's more. There's a lot more. The ghost that haunts you is you. It's hoping to stop you doing something that you'll regret.
My ghost! Is this why sadness hangs heavy on my poor heart? Is this how I feel my guilt?
You must live. Please, believe me. The alternative is far, far worse.
I know. But what if that's what I deserve? You're a good soul, sir, and a man of action. Help me. Spare me my misery. I beg you, end it. End it now.
We're Banishers. We end hauntings. That's all we do.
I'm a banisher, ma'am. And I'll gladly deal with your ghost. But that's all I can do. Mrs. Perkins, it's time.
You heard. Show yourself. You, the ghost of Goody Hepzibah Perkins, have suffered enough. Time to leave your past behind you. Time to go.
No, you don't understand. It will happen again. God will call me to return.
The history of tomorrow stands unwritten.
Your presence has swayed her. As you, the ghost, leaves, a new path opens for the living Hepzibah. Perhaps now, she shall choose differently.
What if you were wrong? What if my peace is but brief? What if you were right? Oh.
You may go.
Is this my future? Is this my punishment?
Oh. Something.
It won't be the last weird case you have. Trust me. Take care. The place is warded. I can't worry.
Who there, corrupted weeds?
A ward restrains me. I can't, Rory. Red, I can't manifest anymore.
Get lost, won't you?
Wow. Was that Abigail Rumble?
I think so. What now?
Sinner.
He killed me. He killed me!
We should probably go talk to her husband.
If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
First Epistle of John, I believe. Chapter 1. The verse escapes me. 5, is it?
8 and 9. God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. That's verse 5. You've not come back at the best of times, Redmond Wraith. I'm in no mood to chat.
Is your wife around? I haven't seen her.
Abigail is dead.
Ah. I'm sorry. Truly.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. And whatever you heard, it's not true.
What would I have heard exactly?
Don't mock me. I know what they say about me. I know what you all say. It was an accident, a terrible accident. I'll speak of it no more.
For someone who just lost his wife, he's awfully nonchalant.
I apologize, John. I know how you must feel.
Spare me. I know what you think. She fell from a cliff top. There's no more to be said.
He's shutting down. We need a lever to prise him open.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
Should we take a glimpse at the past?
Through a single point passes an infinity of paths.
Will you stop walking away from me each time we are to converse?
This is not conversation, Abigail. We do not converse. Not no more. You berate me, you belittle me, Abigail. I'll walk away.
You don't care. You don't care about me. You don't care about our life together. I gave it all up to follow you to this godforsaken place, and you don't care if we belong. We are trapped here! I could die and you not blink an
That's
eye.
right! I don't care! I don't care about none of it! Why don't you just troop off and kill yourself and give me some goddamn peace?
Not a very nice man, turns out.
Not a very nice woman either.
And yet she's the one who shows up dead. Abigail's clothes, already packed.
Everyone grieves differently.
I know.
They were very much in love once.
Well, that changed.
More efficient than cannon powder.
See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
Turn out and turn up!
Put out that light. Stay on your feet, Red. Watch your step. Shift your balance.
Reinforcements!
Ride it out. The lantern. Shoot it. Aim at that lantern.
Die, you bastard! Seems Abigail had abandoned the marital bed, and it vexed him.
That's not the Puritan way.
John's dirty dreams began before Abigail's death.
Makes sense if he was going without.
An old key. Convenient.
Let's match it to a lock. Spectral stains about the bed. Hence John's unspeakable dreams. Traces seem to linger. Let me. We should talk to John about his lovely marriage.
This will be the cliff John mentioned.
Watch your step.
What do we have here?
Looks like she fell from here.
We should go down, inspect the place.
My heart sinks when I look at him, and I can't help but wonder, do I still love him? I'm burdened and ashamed and guilty because I don't love him. And yet I do. I don't care that we are childless. I don't care that we are poor. It was always the two of us. That was our promise to each other.
Abigail wasn't alone. Who was with her?
I wonder what they were saying.
Perhaps we'll find answers at the bottom of the cliff.
Try to find a way across.
I'm on it. This must be where Abigail fell.
Get back up!
Throwing a tantrum.
A man who offers only disdain is owed no loyalty. Remember what he promised when you came to New Eden. He is a failure of a man. He puts you down to raise himself up. Don't be his weakling, Abby. Act!
The other side of the conversation.
Those mirrors feel like ghost ties, but I don't think they are.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly.
We should ask John about it. I wonder who Abigail was talking to. She sounded devious.
Or being supported by a friendly ear.
I doubt it. Someone's left us a fire camp to use.
What do you want?
It's one thing to argue with your wife. It's another to push her over the edge. Abigail was in distress. Yet all you could offer in loving kindness was to tell her to kill herself.
Abigail had an accident. A terrible accident. I love my wife. I loved her.
The man doth protest too much, methinks.
Does this mirror mean anything to you?
Never thought I'd see that again. That was Abigail's. Where did you find it?
At the cliff, where she died.
I see.
Any idea where she got it? Looks old. Heirloom, maybe.
She found it in the woods. Kept it with her. I remember it because we fought about it that night. We were low on money and I wished to sell it. She would not have it. Her vanity got the better of her.
Is he lying? I can't tell.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly. Mean anything to you?
Bly? That's her old master's name. I don't know anything more. Abigail said she found the mirror in the woods. I'd no cause to doubt her. Swear it.
You argued with Abigail. Threats were made. Fair to say your marriage was troubled, yes?
Not your business. That's fair to say.
Step carefully. Keep him talking.
You met Abigail in Selby, I believe.
How do you... How could you know that? You've been prying. How dare you?
Your house is haunted. Your wife. We want to help.
My wife is gone, and you know nothing of my troubles.
You troubled by your dreams? Perhaps I can help.
Oh, I doubt that. Abigail might have helped, but it's too late for that now, eh? I don't sleep good. But my head is clear. People are tense, but we cope. We always do.
Do you, really?
Was Abigail's faith important to her?
It was. She was firm in her faith. She knew scripture better than I. We'd stay up at night discussing it.
What changed?
She had a challenging mind. Too challenging. God's word was not enough for her. Abigail lacked restraint. It led her away from God. Away from me. Straight to the devil. When she stopped coming to worship, folk talked. She no longer cared. For years, she badgered me. Make an effort. Be part of your community. In the end, she walked away from us.
Thank you for your time, John.
Lord bless and keep you.
You should not be here. He's going to get away with it. At last you're here.
You speak.
I speak and I follow. I needed to be sure you'd take my side.
We're Banishers. We don't take sides.
So noble. You must feel so very fortunate.
What's with the hide and go seek? Why manifest now?
I'm stronger now.
Stronger? How?
What's your reckoning, Banisher?
I reckon you've infected John's dreams. You plague him with horrible visions.
John's sinful thoughts are his own. He did not need me to die to have them.
Don't indulge it, Red.
I died at the bottom of that cliff, you know. I was alone. For hours. In agony. No one missed me. No one came. John did not come.
I thought John was the one who pushed you.
Didn't he? Even before my death, he packed my bags. He wanted me out. I did not know how badly his hatred burned. But when he saw me dead, I saw it in his face. Behind the shock, he was relieved.
What happened to you, Abigail?
What do you think happened?
We're asking the questions here.
Are you?
So, what happened to you, Abigail?
A man happened to me. Our bitter, pitiful world happened to me. I had a life in Yorkshire. Work I loved. I never wanted to come here.
That doesn't entirely answer the question.
You're a capable woman. Were.
As were you.
So how did you allow a man to bind you to this realm?
You first.
I am not bound here by the weakness of a man who cannot let me go.
We found pieces of a mirror that used to belong to you.
Give them to John. By rights, the mirror is his.
You hate John, but you want him to have your things. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
You're a ghost haunting a banisher. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
How was it for you? To die, I mean.
I'm not discussing this with you.
Betrayed. Again. Failed. Again. Making excuses for the one you love. Again.
What? No.
And how did it feel to be deceived by your best friend? By your first love?
Enough. Who found your body? Who told John about your fall?
I don't recall, but does it matter? One moment I was alive and lost in thought, the next I was dead and bound to John. And to him, my death felt good. The deepest comfort. Solace most profound. I felt those feelings. But those feelings were not mine.
We aren't going anywhere. We'll keep digging.
Yes. Do that.
That was odd. She was odd.
A dead woman with a right-bag husband. Nothing odd about it.
You never miss a chance to drag the husbands down, do you?
Excuse me?
Let's just move on.
Yes, let's.
What do you want?
I'll not beat about the bush, John. You're haunted. Your emotions are a shambles, and Abigail's ghost has latched onto them. You feel like shite, and that'll be why. Don't deny it. And I know you won't wish to hear it, but I've been sent to help. Trust me.
Abigail died. She died. She can't come back. It's a trick. The devil's trick. He took her. He's trying to trick me too.
Who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself? Look inside you, John. You know the truth.
God is truth. The devil had a hold on my wife.
He's a tough nut. Squeeze hard.
Abigail was making your life miserable. The fleeting moments of love you shared vanished when you came here. You were a good husband, provided for his wife. She didn't see that, did she? You're just a man, flawed like anyone, but no sooner would you fix one flaw than she'd find another. She abandoned you. That lack of intimacy, that unfulfilled desire, it ate you up.
I loved her. I loved her. What kind of woman refuses her husband like that? She made me feel like I was less of a man.
But it takes two to make a quarrel, John. What's your part in it?
These are the words of him that hath a devil. John, chapter 10, verse 21. Go to hell.
Come, let him sit with his own guilt. Bly Estate. This must be where the Rumbles used to work.
Another haunted house. Jolly good.
Doors blocked on the other side.
Antea, what did Abigail mean when she talked about you being betrayed by the first person you loved?
Nothing.
Didn't feel like nothing.
I don't want to talk about it, Rory.
Surprise, bloody surprise.
Reinforcements!
On your toes, Scotsman. Don't let that spectre get to the fort. There might be a way to open this door from the other side.
Now this door needs another key. Maybe this key will open the way. The imprint in the velvet is shaped like our mirror.
Moments from the past are still here.
Haskell Fogach Smal.
I don't need you no more.
What are you doing? Foolish girl.
Please, no. Please don't hurt him. No!
Whatever's in this mirror is neither ghost nor specter.
Where is Abigail?
Abigail has left us, my dears.
By what name should we know you?
Always that same question, and you know better than to ask it, Anthea Duarte.
I don't need a name to send the likes of you back from whence you came. I've done it before.
How does she know your name?
It's not Abigail. It's a... well, some would call it a demon. A bloody pest is what it is.
You call us demons, but from where we watch in the great below, we are angels. You poor, transparent, knowable you are upside down.
What have you done with Abigail?
She's here. In a way. I am the pool, deep and dark. She is the ripple that spreads and dies away, returning to the whole, a thing no longer.
You're possessing her? How?
We are friends. Such good friends.
No, you're a lie. Vapor in the darkness.
Really? When you sit beneath a tree alone with no one to talk to, no one to play with, how easy it is to lose yourself.
You know nothing about me.
Ignore it, Antea.
Don't tell me what to do.
Poor, transparent, knowable you.
Not ghost, not spectre. What are you?
I am I, the bringer from beyond the gates.
Yes, yes, we know all about the void.
No, you do not. But you will. You will know the void inside out, and you'll know nothing else.
You target couples. You nest inside their hearts and plant the seed of resentment there, and grow it until it flowers and destroys them. We felt you in our hearts too.
You came to me. You all come to me. When all you have lost becomes too much to bear. Tell me, little girl, how does it feel to watch the world make ready to pass you by?
Do not answer, Antea. You said it yourself. We shouldn't engage with it.
I know what I said, and I know what I'm doing.
Get on with it then.
You're the Banisher now, you get on with it.
Right. Abigail tried to smash the mirror. She tried to break your hold on her. What happened to her?
Are you a happy man, Red Rory McGrath?
Answer the question.
Do you feel hollow? What would you do to once again feel her touch? To feel her finger trace lines upon your cheek?
What do you want here?
Do you feel guilty for leaving your family behind? Was it worth their sacrifice? Are you ashamed? Do you want to hear it from Aoife's mouth? Your sister can't be far.
No.
Abigail wanted to protect John. To the end, she wanted you gone.
Abigail made her choice, but she lacked the strength to live with it.
That's enough. Let's get this over with.
Let's.
Oh! Get back here! I hate when they do that.
It's close. I feel it. Stay on your guard. The roots won't rip.
Is that really you? I thought you were gone. I thought I... You're here. Really here. I'm so sorry.
Hush, my dove.
We need to end this. John!
Trying my best over here. That's enough, Abigail.
Step away from him.
What will you do? Banish me? Banish poor, sweet, innocent Abigail? Send us both into the darkness?
You know well enough, Antea, my child. There is no ascent for Abigail now. There's no escape from the likes of me. Unless I grant it. I offer you a trade. A bargain. Abigail's ghost for John. Give John his due, and Abigail is free.
Abigail, if there is still a part of you in there, I'm sorry. There is sacrifice in love, but love should not be all sacrifice. You're in an awful situation. We'll put an end to it.
Please, no, don't send me down. Hell awaits me there. A terrible banquet in which I am the meal.
That's enough. We are not banishing Abigail today, but the demon that has taken her.
This is a gamble.
John! John, please, help me.
I'd help Abigail in a heartbeat, but you are not really her.
Red, put an end to this circus.
Go back to the void, wherever you are, and to your masters, whatever they may be.
I'll take my prize to the great below, and there
I shall feast. You are invited to the banquet, all of you. But especially you, Antea Duarte. She knows about you. She knows all about you. And she's waiting.
You have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
Where am I? What happened?
A 100 years from now, that mirror will still be cursed. Unless we destroy it.
Where should we start?
Maybe a witch could help. Can't hide now. Maybe we can ask Seeker about the Rumble's mirror.
Clever.
What do you want? More to the point, what do you need?
Seeker?
Milady?
Do you know Lammy Haskell? What can you tell me about him?
I remember him well. A strange little boy. Quiet. Bright, though. Not like his father in either respect.
You remember him better than you remember the others.
Yeah, well, you notice the strange kids when you're a strange kid yourself.
We found a cursed object.
Did you use Fear God's ritual on it?
This curse seems different, stronger somehow. We were hoping you could help.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
An entity took over a woman's ghost, or perhaps mimicked her so to torture her grieving husband. The mirror had belonged to a couple who died, violently. Red and I both felt its influence.
What became of the husband?
We resolved the haunting. He lived. We're not sure what happened to her. It was a bit of a mess.
Sounds like you found something really dangerous. Well done.
What could the entity be? We've linked it to the void. It was sharp, perceptive, highly manipulative.
It came from the void. Who cares what it is? Don't trifle with it. Send the bloody thing back.
What do you think we should do with it?
3 possibilities come to mind. Hair from someone who's escaped this entity's grasp. Soil from the breach through which it crawled out of the void. And the roots from a tree that has seen 5,000 moons. None is powerful enough by itself, but all 3 things combined shall serve the trick.
Hair. As in, all of it.
If you don't wish to scalp its owner, a lock should suffice.
That's good news. The void? Again?
Funny thing, the closer to the breach the soil lay, the more likely your ritual is to succeed.
You know this place better than we do. So where to find such a tree?
In the dark woods stands a great and crooked tree. It's surely the oldest living thing in the whole of New Eden. I'd go there.
Thank you. Really. Anything in?
Safe you.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Sure.